Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. This morning it is May 16th, 2024. We will be looking at Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 19. Proverbs 16, verse 19. This morning in my time with the Lord, I've been reading through Samuel and looking at how Saul was anointed king and how he found himself in disfavor from the Lord and actually lost his anointing, and his anointing was given to David. It's interesting that as I was reading that this morning, the Spirit had been on Saul, and when Samuel anointed David, the Spirit came onto David and left Saul. It was interesting. And the reason it left Saul, and the reason that he lost his kingship, even though he didn't lose it right away, but as far as God was concerned, he did, was because he decided that he was something more, and he didn't have to do it exactly the way God wanted. He understood that he could get away with doing it differently and make it look right. So today, I read for you from Solomon's words in Proverbs 16, verse 19. Better to be lowly in spirit with the humble or the afflicted than to divide plunder with the proud. As I was reading that this morning, it really drove that point home about what Saul experienced. God said, go. These people were horrible to my people when they were coming out of Egypt. And so I need you to go destroy them, all of them, and all of their stuff, their cattle, their sheep, all of it. It's got to be destroyed because they were evil to my people when they came out of Egypt. And so Saul gathered up all his people, and he went to do that. And he got there, and he did that, except all the best sheep and cattle he decided to keep. And he kept the king alive of that people. And God said, destroy it all. And Saul said, yeah, I did what God wanted. I destroyed everyone. I just kept the king alive to prove. And I kept the cattle so that, well, we can offer sacrifices to God. And then he didn't just say to Yahweh. He said, we're going to offer sacrifices to Samuel's God. Saul had made himself a god, but was willing to offer sacrifices to someone else's God who he felt had a little bit more authority than he did. And so he wanted to appease the man and the God. Solomon tells you and I and his sons, it's better to be lowly of spirit with the humble than to divide plunder with the proud. But just before that, he says this. If you put yourself above, you're going to find destruction. And an arrogant spirit, when you feel like you're something, you're going to fall. It literally reads this way: pride comes before destruction, and an arrogant spirit before a fall. How easy is it to be like Saul? Hear God and think, well, I did everything he asked. Except because, what he really wanted was this. Saul even admitted that he was afraid of the people, and so he didn't do what he was supposed to do. I think that's partly even just a lie in and of itself, because I think he wanted those things, and he convinced the people as well. But those are my thoughts on that. What do you think? Better to be lowly of spirit with the humble, the broken, the contrite, than to divide plunder with the proud. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.